Yeah, no, this is Singapore. Now I'll write out Singapore. Give credit where credit is due. So I want to show that if I have... What do I do? Wait, really? I'm surprised you can make a statement like this. So, try a tiling. Yeah, so it is actually sharp, right? Like you can... No, I think the equality case is the mod 3 tiling, right? Okay, this actually I should do on the board. Alright, where's the board? So here's the equality case. We're gonna draw... Ew, that's not what I want. Oh, huh, wait. Okay, let me make the dimensions divisible by 3 so the equality case is nicer. Wait, it still doesn't work. Wait, okay, wait, hang on. So the rounding actually works in our favor. I had in my head the rounding, like the integer division issues, would work in the direction that I didn't want, but it actually seems to go the other way. So... I mean, okay, so, but up to like O of n air, like, what happens is you have some columns where you sort of like want to put another... you kind of want to... this guy and this guy. I guess you just have to like put them down. Yeah, so this will get you like 2/3 plus little O of n. Or mn or whatever. So maybe the solution is just something like that, like if you don't have enough density, then can I just like find a 3x3 that doesn't have the right density? I don't like it. So here's another question. Does it matter that the removed things are tileable? Like, is the problem still true if I say like I have a chessboard, I delete less than 2/3 of the squares? Must there be a domino left? Because right now I feel like I have to like kind of... Officially it seems like I might have to remember that the original deletions were domino based, but that actually seems like pretty stupid. Like it doesn't... Yeah, so this is the worst one, but I'm not even sure that the fact that it's a domino thing matters. Like, it seems like it might just be the case that anytime I have a set of at least 1/3 of the squares of a n by n grid, then there's 2 adjacent ones. Or something like that. Oh, you're the author. Thanks for coming by. It matters. I plus j even tiling. I plus j. Oh, yes, good point. Yes, good point. Okay, you're correct. Yes, okay. Well, that actually, that's actually kind of scary because if you can throw away information, your life is easier. But it doesn't look like this is one of those situations. Very well. Let's check our board color, the grid, because we're doing a domino tiling, and now we're saying like the dominoes kill an even number of. So we're going to check our board color, and now I really want to forget about the dominoes because it's too much information. So I want to ask a question. If we let's say if we have a board and delete 1/3 of the black square, or 2/3, yeah, 2/3 of the black squares and 2/3 of the white squares, must there be a domino left? So maybe we notice that it's real bad if you just delete all the black squares, but maybe that's the only obstruction, and maybe we're lucky, and if you leave 1/3 of the black squares, 1/3 of the white squares, then there should be 2 that are next to each other or something like that. Is that true? Well, let's see. If I have a 6, let's do a concrete example. I have the 6x6 grid, so can I put 12 white squares and 12 black squares such that no 2 are adjacent? That seems pretty unlikely. I want a new 6x6 grid though. This one has too much garbage on it. Alright, so let's move this over. I'll draw a smaller 6x6. Sorry, not 12. Like, I get 6 black, 6 white. Okay, that seems like it should actually be doable. Like... Well, it should be strictly less than, but... oh, maybe it's not doable. I actually want them close to the edge, right? You want the squares that you leave alive to be close to the edge. Also, why am I using green? Or yeah, I want to use green for the ones I'm keeping alive. So let's keep this one, this one, this one, and then this one, this one, this one. Oh, that's really not good. Wait, am I a crazy person? Is the statement this strong? Yeah, okay. Nope, nope, nope. So there's still some information about that I need to remember about the deleted squares. It's not... Wait. Hang on. Did I mess up? I think I messed something up. Because this is domino tileable. Right, okay, so the claim is if I add in one more square anywhere, then I should get... okay. This is the actual equality case then. Right, because there is a domino tiling where if I use all the vertical ones. Okay, fine. So the claim is if I add in any other square, it should touch one of these somehow. Wait, am I just bad at division? Yeah, 6 black remaining, right? Did I miss? Yeah, so the things I'm highlighting in this like bluish green color are things that I want remaining. And then the dominoes are supposed to be like... So the claim is I cannot add one more black square and one more white square without making 2 adjacent guys. And I think that's true. Why is that? This is not good. Okay, so I'm not sure the answer to this is no anymore because I was off by 1. So I do now actually have an honest to God equality case. I'm curious whether I can... Okay. I feel like I should be only thinking about one color though, because I think I want to break the symmetry, right? And say I have strictly more than a third of the black squares. Show that the black squares can't something. So for every black square that I take out or leave, no. Yeah, I agree. It can be 2/3 of 6 divides n. This is, I think you take this shape and you like repeat it, right? Let me click the. Yeah. Yep. Cool. We agree on that. Awesome. Man. I could just try to force my way through. I don't like it though. Like if like every black square I keep gives me like between 2 and 4 white squares that I can't keep. So you sort of imagine around each of these guys there's like a plus shape or something. But the issue is that they can overlap. I guess each one only... No, they can overlap a lot. So it's really not good. I'm surprised they don't overlap more actually, because in this picture they don't seem to overlap much at all. Are there more equality cases? Okay, let me try to find more. Because I feel like I drew a really strange example. I guess this one's not actually achievable with dominoes. But yeah, it's just there's not enough squares. Okay, so the claim I had is just false anyways. So, like, it's not even enough to just think about color. Oh no. Oh man, we are in trouble. Alright. Nope. Yeah, so that's not close. Can I do something else? Good luck, Dr. Rudman. Jesus, yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. Because I really need to use the fact that the deleted squares were from dominoes. Like, not even color is not sufficient. And how am I supposed to do that? The other thing is I can try to like I'm trying to do some dumb hole stuff, but the other thing I'm thinking about that like possibly has a chance of working. I know someone who watched the stream the night before the TST and then made the team. Amazing. You can try to do a mod 3 coloring, and then what you say is that yeah, because it seems like the number 3 is more important than the number 2 actually in this problem. So if I 3 color the squares and then yeah. Or maybe I want to 3 color them actually. And then there's 2 colors that have a bunch of squares left, and then maybe that will be good enough. After the 2 coloring failed so badly, I feel skeptical, but it does seem the case also that 3 is more important than 2 in this problem. Ugh. Oh, this is tough. So what does the 3 coloring look like? The 3 coloring looks like... Let's make a few copies of this. Yeah, actually this 3 coloring just seems better. Diagonal, yeah. Does that have any effect? I think the answer is no, because again, there's just not enough. Yeah, there's just not enough squares left over. Like... Wait, also... Did I just like forget what I'm trying to prove? I feel like I'm like trying to prove something that's... I want to show that if there's less than 2/3, then you can add a domino. I feel like I flipped something in my head at some point and I'm doing the problem backwards now, which is why it's so hard. What am I trying to do? Like, if I have a 2x3 square, or a rectangle, that's bad because you start worrying about overlaps. But, tile board with L trominos. That's not a bad idea, actually. I like the El Tromino idea, because you need one domino to kill each El Tromino, and it might just like not be enough. Or something like that? I'm not sure. The issue with tiling is that your regions, like a domino can like hit multiple regions, and so you're not happy. How would it not be a tiling problem? It's just the things I don't like are like, yeah, you're worried about dominoes hitting more than one region, so they sort of like, you know, that's hard. And also like M and N aren't given to be divisible by anything nice. So your tiling will always like miss some things. Yeah, 1 by 2 dominoes. So if I tiled the board with L dominoes somehow, then it's not great. Even if 3 divides both M and N, what are you gonna do with that, right? Like, you... If something isn't covered, isn't it surrounded on all 4 sides? Yes, that's correct. Oh shoot, is it? 2019. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think we have to actually do the. I don't know. So, yeah, look at every uncovered square, right? And if you look at every uncovered square, its neighbors are all taken. So there's a natural map that for every uncovered square, you naturally get 4 dominoes. Maybe 2 if there's like some edge, but so you take every uncovered square and there's some dominoes that are near it. This map, from the same square, you don't get the same domino twice. However, a domino can get intercepted this way multiple times. Thank you, Namaki, for the follow. Thank you, LBX623, for the follow. So this, I don't... This example's annoying because I kind of drew it this way. Thanks, Targi Shark222 for the follow. But what's in the... If I look at the reverse map, from every domino, there's at most like 4 arrows pointing to it, right? So there's at least 4 dominoes for each guy. There's at most 4 incoming arrows. up to like edge cases. Oh, this is good actually. Okay. This is good. This is good. So basically what I want to do is I want to pair every. Hey. Okay. Claim. There's a pairing of vacant squares to dominoes. Either this, or maybe it's the weaker claim that there's more vacant squares than more dominoes than vacant squares might also be true. But I want to try to shoot it this way because the other way I'm worried about things being on the edge, like, you know, they just kind of go off the screen and you're not happy. I didn't use the tiling idea. I was too worried about... I couldn't see a way to write anything useful down, so I could put it on the back burner. And now I think this is my main approach, which is that I think you want to... For every uncovered square, there's dominoes next to it. For every domino, there's, you know... I think this should also... This is the most overkill. If it wasn't for the edge of the board, like... you could actually just be done at this point because... Like, this one is true, except at edge. Which is why I'm... Like, if you're away from the boundary of the board, then this is actually true. For every vacant square, there's a domino in each of the directions. So the border is the one that's giving me the more of a headache. There's no pairing of dominoes. Oh, sorry, not pairing. Injective. Pairing's the wrong word. Injective map from vacant squares to dominoes adjacent to said squares. And this will work. Basically, this argument is enough for Hall's condition to apply, except like you're worried about edges. But if you have like for any vacant square, well, okay, let me not write. It's like. Yeah, Hall's marriage lemma. Which is basically whenever... If you ever take a class from me about Hall's marriage lemma, I will give this spiel every time. I hate the formulation that's usually given. Because the formulation that's usually given with bipartite graphs makes it look like the boys and girls are supposed to, like, feel... They feel like the same type of object. And in the non-trivial applications, they almost never feel like that to me. Like, it always feels like I'm trying to, like... You're trying to match things up, but the types of things you're matching up usually do not feel like, you know, boys and girls. They feel like vacant squares to dominoes type things, right? They're not the same type of object at all. And you don't think of it as a graph. You think there are certain compatible pairs. Anyways, Hall's marriage lemma. So, for most part, each vacant square touches 4 dominoes. Each domino accepts at most 4 arrows. I'll actually use arrows. The reason a domino can accept at most 4 arrows is because if there's 5 arrows, then 2 of the arrows give you 2 adjacent squares that let you tile them. So this is assumed saturated. Vacant squares on boundary emit fewer than 4 arrows, but the dominoes to which they hit also accept fewer arrows correspondingly. So when I'm at this corner, these dominoes accept at most 3 arrows. So shoot. Oh, am I off by 1? Am I off by 1? No, no! These guys, But I think the claim is true, so I really want to try to force this through. Okay, so if I have a so every edge square actually, so if I have this guy on the edge, then this guy and this guy accepts one. It emits one fewer arrow, but there's two. Oh shoot, no. Okay, no. Can I integer round? Can I get away by integer rounding it? I doubt that's the case. No. Wait, no. Wait, I think the numbers are fine. Like this guy accepts one fewer. Right, there's the corner domino. The corner guy is touching two dominoes, right? So you get like you get a -2 penalty for this guy, but these guys also get -2, like -1 here, -1 here. But then I'm worried about them. This is so bad. No. I have faith in this method. There's no way this doesn't. God. I hate life. I think it should be fine as well. It just feels like I have to like sit down for a bit and think about whether this works. I think it should be fine because you. Like what happens is let's imagine some phantom arrows, okay? I'm gonna make a phantom arrow that goes like that and like that. But the problem now is that you might have the phantom arrows like that overlap. So I need to... I want to run around the border. This is the most convoluted... I really want the phantom arrows to work. They really... Can't you treat edge cases separately from corner? Maybe. Like, I want to do a double counting argument to get the... Oh, Lord. I think I can force it to work, but it's not going to be pretty. But I think I can force it. Edge cases. Yeah, so... Yeah, I need to like count the... Oh, okay, here. I think the corner is fine. Because when you have a corner, if both these arrows hit... Well, they have to both hit. They can't... One of them has to... This domino is actually in a lot of trouble. This domino accepts at most 3 arrows. So this is... You get a -2 penalty, and you can actually do that. For the corner. Or something like that. Or maybe the arrows are confusing. But, it should be okay. Basically what happens is, at most, Yeah, okay. I'm gonna run around the border, okay? So this is such a convoluted argument. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I really want to see what I missed, because I feel like it sounds like this is not the official solution. But Hall's marriage llama OP. If you know how to use Hall, it's so good, because the thing about Hall is that when you use it to prove a particular claim, like a claim like this, it's usually hard to prove it without Hall. Like if I have a particular claim and the claim follows by Hall, like that specific claim, usually you can't really prove otherwise. Like whenever you use Halls, it sort of does this like magical thing. Okay, so yeah, so we're going to look at the border, right? The border is the one that we have trouble with. So this border is a cycle. We're going to just assume m and n are greater than 1 because otherwise, like, who cares? And, you know, there's the border unoccupied things. There's no two of them adjacent. So you can just have everyone point to the right neighbor. You draw an arrow like that. And if you have a corner, the ones on the corner, you look at them and they're like, well, one of the two dominoes is pointing like inwards. Like that. Let's say something like that. And this domino has a -2 penalty, not just -1. So I'm going to take this guy and wire it this way too. When I do this modification, now that's still true, every uncovered square emits at least 4 arrows. It's better I say arrows. There's at least 4 arrows out of every one. In fact, actually, when I do this, there's exactly 4 arrows out of every one. And it's also still true that yeah, then also every domino accepts at most 4 arrows. This fact remains true. Wait, hang on. Shoot, no, I forgot something important. No. Okay, wait, sorry. I forgot this is also an arrow. So I like triple counted it when I'm allowed to only double count it. Crap. So this guy can still accept an arrow this way and an arrow that way. Wait, now I'm very confused. I really messed something up. Can't you have the other outside arrow go to the other neighbor? Maybe. But see, now I'm worried there's like a vacant square here or something, right? Which is maybe fine, actually. You can just have it go... No, it's not fine. Freaking... I'm really off by just that little bit. Because this guy needs a place to go too. Like, this guy is missing an arrow and I want to wire it somewhere. And... Wait, I think I messed something up. No, this might be okay. Because when you're out here, you get... Sorry, I got confused. It's this domino that's the one that has a -2 penalty. It's the one that's stuck inside the border. This has a, yeah, so if I wire it this way, so I do it once here, this goes there. This can still... No. Ah. Alright, let me... Let's just zoom into that area. That's the part that's giving us trouble. Okay, so vacant corner. Oh my god. Sorry, let me be consistent. Okay, so bang, bang, and then like, I don't know. There might be some vacant square here again, some vacant square here again. So those are the ones that are causing us problems. Okay, so it's like... Yeah, and maybe there's like a vacant square here or something. Right? So I need to draw 2 extra arrows out of here. How long will this take? I really feel like I'm almost done. That guy can't go to the square though because there's only one more. You want to do something like that, right? And that's for all. So that guy needs to run away. Assume almost 2/3, then can assume... Oh, yeah, I might get a bit of extra leverage from... I don't know. Does this work? The problem is now this works if there's only one corner. You can point everyone away. But now I'm worried that like there's multiple corners and like they conflict with each other, so you end up having some domino that's like pushed in from like more than one angle. Let me look at this equality case again, because there is an actual equality case, and so I should be paying attention to it. Okay, so we agreed we're doing that. And that. Yeah, so what's happening is like there's 2 corners and they don't, yeah, there's no collision. So this is an actual like equality case. And amazingly, there's actually exactly 4. That's not going to happen. If 2 adjacent corners are both unoccupied, then you have some slack along that edge. I have slack? I thought it was the other way around. I thought I was in trouble. Like, what if I just have like, um, let's draw a very bad scenario. This is called the scenario where it's a 4x4 with 4 corners. Okay, so what's happening? The worst case isn't when the number, I don't know. I'm just so annoyed right now. Like, it really feels like I'm off by... Oh wait, also this is actually even worse, I think. Yeah, if this one is Oh, okay, wait, I think you can do the... Okay, I think I can modify it as follows. So, every domino accepts at most 4 arrows, except for... So if I do it this way, every domino accepts at most 4 arrows, except for up to a small number of dominoes at the edge. Except a very small number of dominoes may accept up to 5. And except up to three dominoes that accept less than or equal to 5 instead of less than or equal to 4. The reason is I can rig it so that the first domino, like one of the corners is okay, and then I sort of do a greedy thing, and then a few, like for the other 3 corners, each one might like be off by a little bit, and that's okay. And now by using integer, this is the dumbest thing I've done in a long time. There's at least one domino that faces... Yeah, okay. So I think this will work now because you can integer around, right? If I have... You still need an entire new domino for... So Hall's condition is okay. And we're fine. By some black magic. Is that true? Yeah, so I do the... Yeah, I do a counterclockwise orientation or something, and then I make sure that the upper left corner, say, doesn't... none of the dominoes there are infected with like the problem. And yeah, so what you do is you orient. So I don't know what I drew something silly here, but I think I always just orient it like that way. And then, you know, this left corner is okay. This one might have some issues. This one might have one issue. This one might have one issue. But there's only 3 corners! So... This actually worked. This is like the dumbest thing I've done in a long time. Is it that dramatic? I don't think it's that dramatic. What if the last corner has 2 problems? Every corner has at most 1 problem, right? Like, every corner has at most 1 problem caused by the fact that corners sort of emit both. All right, this is getting like very sloppy. So let me write this properly. It's like in 2 problems time. If the stream isn't over, yeah, I might adjourn pretty soon. I don't want the East Coast kids to stay up too late. So here's what we're gonna do, right? You do the thing, and then also we know that there's some places where there's vacant squares on the edge. So let's assume there's at least 1 corner, otherwise everything's okay. There's at least 1 corner, so we're going to look at the 2 dominoes that are near it. And one of them has to be contained inside here. So let's say there's a purple something there. So now I'm going to emit the arrows. The arrows are going to go here, here, and then everywhere else, just globally across the entire board, you go in that direction. So now when there's another thing here, you know, it goes this way, and then Okay, so now let's look at the corner, all right? So suppose I have a corner. When I look at this corner, you know, there was something here maybe, and then there's like a domino here or something. So, you know, we're still going, everything's still flowing counterclockwise. So, you know, there's something here, something here. It's just this one arrow, this one weird arrow, which goes backwards because it's at a corner. Why not 2 dominoes that are adjacent to the last corner each just have 5 arrows? Because no domino can have 5. No, I am allowing certain dominoes to have 5 arrows, which is like why this solution is so painful. Like, I'm allowing 3 dominoes. I'll tell you which dominoes they are, in fact. The super dominoes, the ones that can have 5 arrows, once I do this orientation, it will be, Shoot, did I flip all the arrows directions? Crap. I think I flipped some arrow directions. Sorry. Change of plan. We're going to assume this one is... This is the one that's contained inside that border. Shoot. Wait, hang on. No. Frick. I had it in my head that one of them should be okay. Which one's the one that isn't, like, terribly affected? It's this one, right? Shoot. You could have that. And then this one... Ah, damn it. Yeah, I have number on... I'm so angry. Yeah. Wait, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem! The other thing I can try to do is I can, try to only pair... No, that's not gonna work. I just need one of the dominoes to not get doubled, but maybe... Shoot. There's 5 super dominoes. Or, sorry, 4 super dominoes. Why does this not break anything in the equality case? I think we might sunk, actually. I think I construct a weird example where, yeah, I'm in trouble if all 4 corners are vacant. And also, I think this might not be patchable. And the reason I now think this might not be patchable is that, let me draw a cartoon of something that never actually happens, but our proof doesn't like, save us from. That is called, if I have, imagine like this shape. This is a cartoon. The reason this is a cartoon is because like this, I sort of imagine there's like a giant vacant square here that's, you know, emits 1 arrow. So, you know, it does actually emit 4 guys. Yeah, now this is a picture where everyone will have... And that's 5. Blankzilla, yes. Okay. Last desperate attempt. Is the problem at least? The problem is at least, right? So maybe what I can say is I delete one vacant square and it's still okay. I'm like grasping at straws now. Like, so if I delete one, if there's a corner, if there's a corner and I delete it, then what I can prove now is essentially number of vacant minus 1 is less than or equal to the number of dominoes. So I can get this statement. Is this good enough? I'm actually not sure, totally sure. If the number of vacancies minus 1 is less than or equal to the number of dominoes, does that... Okay, well, the number of dominoes is mn minus the... Sorry, the number of vacancies is equal to the grid size mn minus 1 minus twice the number of... I'm gonna let D be the number of dominoes. Okay, so mn minus twice the number of dominoes minus 1 is at most the number of dominoes. So the number of dominoes is at least mn minus 1 over 3. Okay, that's still not good enough to save me from integer rounding, right? Like, I want the soft... mn equals 1 mod 3. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, suppose I have k plus 1 vacancies and k dominoes. Okay. You can assume all 4 corners are vacancies. Great. If the domino is at 0, 0, it's in 0. Okay. So all 4 corners are vacant. If there's domino at 0, 0, and 1, 0, call the 2 cells at 2, 0, 0, and... Wait, like, I'm a little confused. How does this deal with the blank Zilla counter example? Which it does in fact have mn is 1. Like, I feel like there's this conceptual counterexample. It's not literally a counterexample because you can't, like, there's supposed to be... let me just try to understand what you wrote. Domino is at 0, 0, and 1, 0. So it's like I look at the endpoints of the dominoes, and something's supposed to happen with them. Okay, so domino and vacancy are special tangent if the 3 cells and the domino and the okay. Claim each domino is special tangent to exactly 2 vacancies. I agree. Each vacancy is special tangent to at least 2 dominoes. I agree. Those are both. Oh, I see. So in the equality case, it's like also everything has to get used up exactly. So that means every domino actually along the edge of the domino there's at least 2 vacant squares. Second claim is wrong. No. Yeah, like I feel like this picture is like causing all the problems, I think. For 2013 C6, you should construct the equality case by figuring out what the relevance of 2550 is for Geico Lizard. And also lose a special tangency. Eh? I don't know if that is the key. Yes. Well, wait. Yeah, you should just construct a tree that works. And there's a vertex with 2550. Evan, you're still here. Yeah, we've been working on this freaking Singapore. It's a really good problem, but I ran myself into a situation where I'm like off. I'm literally off by 1. I have like, I want number of dominoes at least mn over 3, and I have number of dominoes at least mn minus 1 over 3. And now I'm like, just like, I have to finish this now. Like, I can't just give up at mn minus 1 over 3. How can it be off by so little? Yeah, like, what is the counter to Blankzilla? All vertical? It doesn't have to be all vertical, does it? No, what we have now is that if we're in the very bad situation, then all 4 corners are vacant. Moreover, like every domino should have exactly. No, I don't think. Is that true? Oh, okay. Sorry. True is not what I meant. I agree it's probably true. I just don't see how I can prove it from my current framework. Okay, how about the There's so many desperation measures happening. So in this picture, if I have a domino that points inside this picture here, uh, then can I avoid having terrible damage? I think I can. Okay, okay. This is the dumbest thing I've done in a very long time. So, if I'm in this picture where there's one of the corners has a domino that's like oriented in this way, then I do what I said. I'll do the orientation to be like this one. So every guy goes. No, I want the other way. No, that's so critical. Ah. I agree. It should be like alternating something. I can feel something like that. Yes, I think I can. Because it means on the edge, basically it means everything got used up exactly. So on the edge, you can't have two adjacent dominoes. So yes, the edge will, basically it means none of the border dominoes can be adjacent to each other. Because when border dominoes are adjacent to each other, like, you lose arrows. So what that means is on the edge, the dominoes will alternate between, it'll alternate between, whatever you call it, yeah. Like, if I can prove that also, in addition, that none of the dominoes poke inwards, then I can do this horrendous thing where I induct by deleting the border. But I can't even prove that none of the dominoes point inwards either. Like, there's... yeah, this oh man, I'm really off by just this tiny bit. I'm so upset. I have one all-nighter to finish this. Oh my god. F. Yeah, you're almost there. So only one configuration, all 4 corners are vacancies, and there are 4 super dominoes. I know, but how do I prove it? Like, even in this case where, let's say one of them points inward, I don't see what you do with it. Like, there's still just 4 super dominoes. View it as a torus. Wait, what? Why vacant -1 at most D? There was a lot of pain involved. Basically, it's Hall's lemma, but I was off by 1. Yeah, so start at that domino in this diagram, okay. And... Right, okay, so... I mean, like, why can't there be a domino that looks like this next? Oh, because if there is... Okay, so there also is a domino here. Wait, could it look like that, though, right? Like, I think the casework just explodes. If you tile with L domino such that the vacant squares are in the middle of the L domino, it should be enough to finish the problem. Oh, I see. If I do this, then this edge is missing. So you are correct. And if this happens, then there has to be one here. And now... if I do it this way, does something go wrong? Can I... Is that not allowed? What if I have this, though? Right? Like... But also, this feels kind of harebrained, honestly. Like, because the thing is, like, I don't need a matching. I thought the matching would be true and easy to prove, and it's just not. But I don't need it. Like, I just need the some injective map. Like maybe if I add some arrows in some other weird way. It's just this example is the one that really breaks everything. It's just the... What do I do with Blinkzilla? This works. Okay, let me... In your diagram, the leftmost edge must proceed cardinal, vertical, vacancy, horizontal. What? Yeah, we... The problem that I thought would go quickly did not go quickly at all. As in, we're still on, like... It really... Okay, so each of the edges must contain exactly one domino flush to the border, because then you look at... And you know each corner must have at least one domino that's flush. At Evan. Yes, I'm watching you. Yeah, normally I'd be playing games by now, but I'm so angry that this solution isn't working that I'm just going to like, you know, follow the motto, hit it with a hammer until it dies. We're at mn minus 1 over 3. We just need to get it to mn over 3. Okay. Okay, so claim is each edge of the big rectangle contains exactly one flush domino. I just don't see why this is true. Like, that's lost. That's sticking out. Like, why can't I have... I guess. You can draw the arrows to give you enough slack. If I have 2 flush dominoes, I can do that? Why? Because... So try to resolve conflicts at a flush domino. I don't... What? What? No, I must be missing something. Okay. So you're saying that if I have, so if I have 2 flush dominoes, okay. Then, never mind, I don't think this works. Oh, sad. Yeah, if it seemed to. It's like the equality is so strong that it's like you need all 4 corners to be vacant. You need. The nice tangency to all line up exactly. Okay, how about this? So no. If everything has to have yeah. If you have super tangencies and it's like 2 regular or something, does that mean it decomposes into cycles? it means every domino, like the two short ends, must be used up. Possibly in some... Why is the solution being overcomplicated? Because the current solution is wrong? Question mark? Or not complete. Like, I really have mn minus 1/3, and I use my 2012-6. Yeah, basically square everything is the short answer. Like, you consider s sub a squared instead of s sub a. You might be worried about negatives, but because it's symmetric around 0, you just add a factor of 2, so you just work with the squares, and then it'll just work. Yeah. I mean, I don't even care about completely clean at this point. I really just want to, like, improve my bound by 1/3. But it looks like it's... Basically, I think because of this counterexample, I just don't think it's gonna happen. Like, it's not really a counterexample because, you know, the blank isn't actually supposed to be that large, but it sort of means that you have to go inside, like, inside the grid. You know, it might just be a mess. I think you can just work it. You're more optimistic than me. Special tangency. Okay, but like, see, my problem is you have some special tangencies that are at the edge, right? Like the super dominoes might be ones that are special tangent 3 times. Is that right? What about this? Can you deal with this picture, right? Like the thing where the corner gets double. The AOPS 4 also runs into 1 mod 3. Are you serious? So it's not just my approach. Okay, well... Lamau. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better then. Because I thought that I was doing this dumb Halls approach, so I was running into a difficulty that the official solution would sidestep, but I guess not. Okay, well, alright. Jesus. So what do I do? Super dominoes are special tangent to exactly 2 vacancies. I don't get it though. Like this, this super domino here, like what do I make of it? Like... Yeah. Instead of a section. Oh, here, I have a... No, that won't do anything. Yeah, but the problem is it's not a solution yet. Like I just need to. Yeah. You do what you need to do, right? It's worth 4. No. It's out of 10. Okay, so if I have 7 of 9 of the cases. Oh Jesus. That's 6 out of 10 then. Hey, hang on. Okay. Wait. No. What? Okay. Here's a terrible question that just occurred to me. What if? I think suppose like m is congruent to n is congruent to 2 mod 3. Can I just like add a border around the entire board that consists of equally spaced like, you know, like. Like if my board, if this is my board, can I just put a border around it? There's no way that works, right? Or, oh well, yeah, because the corner is causing. But like, can I put a border around my current board such that one of the corner cells is not occupied? Wait, is that a thing I can do? Show overall configs. I'm not sure what you mean. Like, you know, I have an arbitrary thing here. I put a border around it, and then like apply the Hall argument, and then take away the border. As long as the. Oh, actually, I don't think. Well, The vacants on the board. Oh, good point. Yeah. Okay. Yes, that's a good point. Yeah. I was like that. That seems way too good to be true. Okay. Yeah. This case is troublesome though. All right. Alright, see ya, Kevin. Turn it into a torus? No, but see, then you run into the same issue, right? When you make it a torus, you might have like some vacants that become adjacent that weren't supposed to be. Wait, what? They might work? Oh, right. If I agree, if the problem was on the torus, we would be fine, because then there's no freaking corner issue. Yeah, the corners would form a 2x2 square. It wouldn't be good. Disaster. Yeah, we've been stuck on the Singapore problem for a while now. We managed to show... We wanted the number of dominoes to be at least mn over 3, and we got the bound mn minus 1 over 3. And apparently it's not just me, other people get this bound with different methods too. So... We really got the short end of the stick. Also this... yeah. Yeah, we know the border, like, in the equality case, it's really like the 4 corners are empty, and also like a lot of other things are true, and we don't know what to do with it. Thank you, Focus Rom, for the follow. Let's do a different question, come back to it later. Well, the stream is already overtime. Like I usually try to end by midnight so the US East Coast kids don't stay up too late. But we've just been staring at this for a while now. As in like, how long have I been doing this for? Yeah, we didn't get to play games. What about the kids in East? What is AEST? Is that like Korea Standard Time? Oh, Australia Eastern. Okay. I also think the Hall, I'm just being stupid with by quoting Hall, because I don't need the matching. Like, I need Hall's condition on the big graph. Like, I only need Hall's condition for the entire left set of vertices. So calling it Hall is very misleading. It's just I want to double count. No, we're not done. We're at mn minus 1 over 3. Like, I feel like because the stronger thing is true, I should be able to force it, but I can't. I just like... That case is not bad. Yeah, honestly, like, I think the correct thing to do is ditch it, but I also am so annoyed that it's not working. Like, you know, it's something of this shape. You can continue dominoes. No interior domino can abut another domino. Wait, what? Wait, sorry, what does abut mean? Oh, like they're super tangent or something? Wait, oh, do I have that much information? Oh, wait, sorry, you're actually correct. I have a ton of information. Okay, let's move this dude. Okay, so you're saying that if I have a picture that looks like this, if the border... Jesus. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, so if I have this shape, then this then I actually know what's up, right? Because this one must be red, and so this one must be purple. And what about... So this one must be red. I see. So you're saying the leftmost two columns are determined. They determine each other in this way. Like if I have this, then this is forced, then this guy is forced, then this one's forced. Okay, so if this shape appears, then I can cut off the left two columns. And everything's okay. And if the corner instead looks... Okay, so what if all the corners are like that? So I have this, and I have that. Well, now this is also red. And so now there's a domino here. It has to go down like this as well, right? And this, there has to be a domino here, there has to be a domino here. And again, because I can't... Because all the arrows are used up exactly, it has to go like that. And so in this way, okay, and so... So I do this and I can cut to here. So in one case, so now I can lop off a border and apply induction. Is this actually gonna work? You're not kidding me, right? This is actually gonna work? Actually, just based on, like, you look at the corner, and then if it goes... Well, I haven't written out the details yet, because I haven't thought about what happens when you reach the edge. My question is, like, does this mean that when I... Like, will it eventually work? Okay, so okay, let's work out this edge case first. So... Here, I eventually... Oh my god, there's like 3 cases. Okay, one of them doesn't show it off and doesn't... Oh. I hate this. So... So if I cut... Well, we have a hypothesis that all the corners are vacant, so they might cut down on the number of cases. So... If I cut here, that's actually a contradiction, right? You just die. If I cut here, after the red dot, that's a mod 3 contradiction. And if I cut... if I'm here... This is the interesting case. Where... Okay, so now I'm looking here. There's... this guy is supposed to be red. So, I guess this purple one has to go this way now? Why did that not good earlier? Wait, hang on, I'm very confused now. What did I just do? I needed the outer edge here, right? Like, the reason this argument was working was because I had something here and... Like, the forcing is done based on you need this. Assume these two. Then this one must also... this cell must have a domino covering it. So it must go down, because I can't go right. So actually, when I did that induction, I needed to use 3 layers. And I think this will just cause it to die. I think this is the case that's easy, because it just isn't possible to go all the way down with this, right? Like, you would need it to be 1 mod 3, but now you run into a problem where... Yeah, so this I think is the easy case, because it's, I have no idea what I'm doing. Don't worry about it. So, in this case, you get this, if you're like given this, and you're given this, then this one has to, this square needs a domino to cover it, right? Like this one needs to be covered. So it must go down, because otherwise you get a super tangency. Like, you can't have the tip of this guy against the domino. So it has to go down. Because it goes down, well, also this one must, this one must be vacant, this one must be vacant, so now you look here, you have to go down. And you keep going down this way. Now, because we know that the bottom left corner is a vacant, you know, this is the m is n mod 1 mod 3 case. So it has to look like this, and you reach this picture, I believe. And then now you're in trouble. This is not good. That cell is bad. So I think this case should just be okay. Assuming m and n are, assuming like the dimensions are at least 3. Yeah. Not everyone's in the US, surprise. So this is the case that I'm worried about, which is that if at every corner there's no like in thing. Well, okay, what happens is now you look at, you start by considering this cell here. This cell right there. Let me use a different color I haven't used before. Again, because everything is so tight, it's not possible for a domino to like have the butt of the domino like on here or on here. So that implies that this one must be vacant. This must be a vacancy. And if there's a vacancy, then that means this guy and this guy must be covered by dominoes. And now again, because of the same butt argument, you cannot have the butt of a domino against another one. You must cover this guy by going down here and right there. So, once again, the butts are all exposed. So there's a thing here, there's a thing here. Also, you look at here again, this must have a thing there. And in this way, you can actually, the whole board is determined in this particular example. This recursion is actually 2-dimensional. And you know, that will sort of constrain things a lot. And so you can use induction! Jesus, what just happened? Yeah, now you induct. What is this? I don't know. We did something. Why would you induct? I mean, I think it's very reasonable to induct, right? Because see, this picture here I think was the most important picture I drew once I realized the where this was headed. Oh, that's where the red is. Okay. Blankzilla. Because basically the reason this example didn't work was because, like, the reason this is not a true counterexample is there's no way to do the inside. Like, the inside doesn't work, but the outside is fine. So, like, the reason I wanted to induct to begin with is, like, well, just peel away the outside, vaguely. And that's not actually allowed. But it makes sense that, yeah. And anyways, the reason where... The reason that I think this is, like, so tricky is because it's one of those things where you run an argument and it works except in, like, an equality case, and then you need to, like, fight the equality case. problems like this are rare as far as I know because they tend to be long. They both tend to be longer. Like imagine, I haven't written this up yet, and it will take me a long time before I decide I want to write it up. Also, they're just hard. Like I think problems. If you want a reference, IMO 2005 problem 6. This is completely global. Well, no, because I have to like this whole blob over here is sort of like the it's sort of the induction, right? It's global. I think it's global up until you hit the equality case, and then when you hit the equality case, you're like, oh shoot. You know, there's an example, but because it's like you barely missed, like you like hit just like right before, like the global argument just hit, and it's like, okay, you hit exactly on the head, and so now I have all these assumptions, but the global argument's a global argument, so you cannot squeeze out more from it. Like you just can't squeeze out more from the global argument. So then you have to be like, well, I've reached this point where I have to throw away the global, but the enemy is like at 1 HP, but it's like a sableye or something. Like it's you know, sorry, sableye's the wrong thing. Shedinja is the Pokemon. Yeah, it's like it's at 1 HP now, but it's a Shedinja. You knocked out the other 5 Pokemon that the trader has, and you have this Shedinja left, and you're like, well, shoot, there's a Shedinja now, and it's at 1 HP, and you just have to be like, well, you know, it's at 1 HP, so as long as you hit it, it's fine, but you just have to be able to hit it. Yeah, it's one of those moments, right? You can't use nasty plot, but you know, you just have to switch a weapon, and then you know, all right. Oh my god. Thank you for MD for those nice words, and thank you DVD for the problem. I want to say this problem is amazing. Like, I think this is what Olympiad problems should feel like. You really have to fight it the whole way through. You look at the statement and it looks like it should be easy, and then you really, you know. I had a lot of fun working on this. Thank you. I feel like. Yeah, it's like the statement looks so natural, and there's a, like, I really think like there's this wall and you can't see it. You look at the statement and you're like, oh, it's probably just going to be some global problem, and just run the problem over, right? Like it looks like one of those easy global problems that comes from like, it's just, one of the gazillion. And so you run at it and you're like, you hit this wall and you're like, well, what? And you're like, well, okay, you hit the wall. It's like, okay, there's a hammer, and it's like, keep hitting the wall with a hammer. I'm like, wait, something's wrong. It's not moving. And then you have to actually figure out a way around it, and you're like, maybe I just missed something. And then you look at all the solutions, and they hit the same wall. Like it's really there. Like you set a problem where there's a thing, and you really everyone really hits the thing somehow, even though you look at the statement and there's no reason to expect you should hit like this mn minus 1 over 3. Oh my god, no, I'm not doing the 3D version of this problem. At least not today. We're way over time.